Pinoy Rad News Channel. Gilbert Katso, your anchor. For the breaking news, the weather forecast. Local news. Mayor Baste urges DPWH coordination for road projects. VP Sara Duterte denounces coordinated black propagandas. Oro Mayor assures contingency plan for possible water disconnection. BARMM gives new houses to 50 indigent family. National news. Comelec Mero agree on 2025 EAS contract. NLEX shifts to e-vehicle fleet. International news. Palestinians prepare for Ramadan amidst Gaza bombardment blockades. Biden to send top-level executives for Philippine trade and investment mission. Entertainment news. Sandara Park, Apple the App, collaborate for new single, Too Proud. Hollywood heads to the Oscars with Oppenheimer, the odds-on favorite. Sports news. PBA, Ginebra frustrates Phoenix to bag second straight win. Yuki Taguchi stars a Shiba Jets skate shell SK2 win EASL. International feature. Filipino info specialist in frog preserves Asian history by design. Local feature. Three brothers contract muscular disease after their father destroys mound inside their Kidapawan home. Side story. Kakanin vendors. Media. Davao River, Bangkehan River, Salad River. The breaking news. Easterlies affecting northern and central Luzon, easterlies affecting the rest of the country. Easterlies localized thunderstorms affect Davao region. Davao region will be partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain shower and thunderstorm due to easterlies localized thunderstorm. Possible floods or flash floods and landslides during severe thunderstorm, light to moderate winds coming from north to northeast will prevail. Coastal waters will be slight to moderate. Local news. Davao City Mayor Sebastian Baste Duterte has raised concern about the construction and destruction of the road in the city, directing attention to the Department of Public Works and Highways and other entities. His statement, we are calling the attention of the Department of Public Works and Highway DPWH and all other entities and contractors currently conducting road projects in the city to coordinate with the City Transport and Traffic Management Board, CTT&B, and to secure necessary permits before conducting an activity that will impair road condition in the city. We have noticed possible roads that are in good condition, which already started to break and excavate, while there are still a lot of roads projects that are left unfinished. These are all causing inconvenience and pose risk to the safety of the public. We expect your immediate action and strict compliance regarding this matter. Vice President Sara Duterte denounces coordinate black propaganda. Vice President Sara Duterte has strongly commended the escalates black propaganda directed at her, characterizing it as coordinated and malicious effort to tarnish her integrity. In a video message shared on her official social media accounts on Thursday, March 7, Duterte labeled these attacks as more intense, outrageous, and desperate. She described it as an unsavory aspect of politics, used as a weapon by individuals aiming to undermine the country's improvement efforts. The attacks against me are becoming more intense. daring and desperate. These are part of an organized demolition job with the aim of tarnishing my integrity and crafting an image portraying me as a murderer, corrupt, abusive, traitorous, and a warlord, the Vice President said. She pointed to various instances, such as controversies surrounding confidential funds, traffic disruption, and Commonwealth Avenue security arrangement for her office, and accusation of her involvement in Davao death squad. Duterte also addressed allegation of receiving guns from Pastor Apollo Kibuloy and attempts to undermine her marital relationship. Additionally, she highlighted online scams falsely claiming her involvement in a scholarship program. She stated that attempts to ruin her reputation aims to instill doubt, shame, and demoralization. Additionally, she emphasized that this effort seek to hinder success in initiatives for the education of Filipino youth and safeguarding their future for the threats of corruption, criminality, illegal drugs, and terrorism. Expressing gratitude to her supporters, the Vice President vowed to persevere in her role despite these personal attacks. Duterte urged the public to organize that these smear campaigns conceal personal and political interests that do not align with the welfare of the nation. Remember that this attack has personal and political interests. They are not the interest of the nation and not the interest of the Philippines. She ended. In previous statement, Duterte had refuted her involvement in the DDS and controversial group linked to her father, former President Rodrigo Duterte. She also denied receiving bags from Pastor Kibuloy. Oro Mayor assures contingency plan for the possible water disconnection. Cagayan de Oro Mayor Rolando Clarex A. assured the public that contingency plans are in place to ensure continuous water supply following a disconnection notice issued by the Cagayan de Oro Bulk Water Incorporated or COBI, the city's contracted bulk water supplier. The mayor issued on Wednesday, March 6, an executive order creating a Cagayan de Oro Special Force or Task Force on Water Supply and Delivery, which will conduct all fact-finding investigation on the conditions of the water supply and distribution in Cagayan de Oro, and study and review possible interventions by the city government on an ongoing conflict between Cagayan de Oro Water District and COBI. The task force will also conduct an inventory of alternate water sources and formulate a contingency plan in the event of massive water supply disruption. The office of the mayor and the local government made sure that the service won't be cut. The creation of the special task force happened following weekend water crisis, where the thousands of families in Cagayan de Oro and some parts of the Misamis Oriental spent the entire weekend without a supply of water. The water supply was restored on Monday, March 4. The city government then received a copy of the letter from COBI to the COWD, demanding payment for 430 million in unpaid water bills. COBI President Christopher Andrew Pangilinan informed the water distribution firm that unless the water district paid the bill within 30 days from the day of the letter was sent on February 29, water supply in Cagayan de Oro will be cut off. All said the city government is ready when their contingency plans and they have already called others to help with the water supply, assuring that the city will have water with or without COBI. Asked whether a new player will come into supply covering the oil with water, the city mayor said that he has some potential investors, though he declined to identify them. I can't answer yet whether there was a new player. We don't have the finding from the task force we created. If we see something that disadvantageous to the people, then I won't think twice. I serve for the ordinary people, not for the oligarchs, so I will defend them. BA or BAM, BARMM, gives new houses to the indigents family. 50 indigents family will celebrate the Ramadan in their new homes after they receive newly built housing units from Ministry of Human Settlements and Development in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, or MHSD BARMM. Lawyer Hamid Aminuddin Bara, MHSD Minister, said Friday, March 8, 2024, that the recipient of 50 new houses are residents of Simsiman Village, Tigkawayan Cluster of the Special Geographical Area, SGA. The MGSD has turned over the newly built housing units to the recipient on Monday, March 4. The 27.8 million housing project, equipped with 3 bedrooms and kitchen, living area, comfort room, and solar power, was financed through the 2020 Special Development Fund, SDF, an allocation for initiatives focused on rebuilding, rehabilitation, and development of conflict-affected communities from the MHSD. Bara said the provision of housing units is part of the regional government commitment to the residents of BARMM. The Ramadan will begin on Monday or Tuesday, March 12, depending on the sighting of the new moon. For the national news, just as over 2 weeks since bagging the full automation system with transparency audit counts project, South Korean firm Miro System and its partners have already come to terms with Commission on Election, COMELEC, on the 2025 Automated Election System, or AES service contract. In an advisory, the COMELEC thanked the joint venture of Miro System Company Ltd, Integrated Computer System, St. Timothy Contractor Corporation, and Centerpoint Solution Technologies Incorporated for the seamless contract negotiation. COMELEC expresses its gratitude to the joint ventures for having accepted in toto the terms and conditions as the fast-track contract, interposing no objections to the line-by-line provisions of the contract, and the making a steadfast commitment to deliver the best election technology demanded by COMELEC for all the Filipinos here and abroad, said the COMELEC. With the terms agreed upon, the pool body said it is set to hold a signing of the AES service contract on Monday, March 11, at the COMELEC head office in Intramuros, Manila. The Commission NBank in place to announce that the Commission on Election and the joint ventures of Miro System will be signing the contract, said the COMELEC. Last February 22, the COMELEC NBank declared Miro, ICS, STCC, CPSTI as a single calculated and responsive bid for the 18.8 billion contract. The wording of the fast-track project comes after the joint venture of Nero System tendered a bid offers 17,988,226.55 to the Comelec. Clark report. The NLEX Corporation said that it has acquired 6 electric vehicles. The tender firm said it is shifting to the vehicle fleet to reduce the carbon footprints of its expressway operation. NLEX said that 8 more e-vehicles are expected to be delivered to the company this month. Electric vehicles created a lower carbon footprint over the course of their lifetime compared to the traditional internal combustion engine vehicles. The transition to electric vehicle for company vehicle, which we started last year, is an impactful way to integrate sustainability into our day-to-day operation. NLEX Corporation President and General Manager J. Laige El Bautista said the firm said that an EV charging station is being built in its Santa Rita office in Bulacan. It is targeted to be completed by next month, while another charging station will be built in the Balintawak office by the third quarter of this year. The EV station will use solar energy capable of charging an e-vehicle battery from 0% to 85% in only 40 minutes. NLEX said these initiatives are part of NLEX's effort to do more for its motorists and the environment. The company added that this improves the company's operational efficiency and promotes sustainability. NLEX said that is also in line with the Metro Pacific Group commitment to help the Philippines meet the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, particularly UNSDG 7, affordable and clean energy. Shifting to the e-vehicle fleet is also part of NLEX's sustainable efforts as an ISO 14001 2015 Environment Management System, ISO 50001 Energy Management System, and Integrated Management System IMS certified company. This year, we will also broaden the use of renewable and solar energy in our premises, and we will execute even the simplest greening initiatives we possibly can to contribute to a cleaner and sustainable future, Bautista said. Aside from the use of electric vehicle, the company also advances its use of a solar roofing. For the international news, Jerusalem, Rafah, Gaza, Palestinians prepared to the Ramadan somber mood with heightened security measures by Israel police and the expector of war and hunger in Gaza overshadowing the normally festive Muslim holy month as talks to secure a ceasefire stalled. Thousands of police have been deployed around the narrow streets of the old city in Jerusalem, where 10,000 of the worshippers are expected every day, and all the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound, one of the holiest cities in Islam. The area considered the most sacred place by Jews who know it is a temple mount, has been long-standing flashpoint for trouble and was one of the starting point of the last war in 2021 between Israel and Hamas, the Islamist movement that controls Gaza. That 10 days conflict having dwarfed dwarfed by the current war, which is now in its 6 months. It began on October 7, when thousands of Hamas fighters stormed into Jerusalem, killing some 1,200 people by the Israelites' tallies. Israel's relentless campaign in Gaza has drawn increasing alarm across the world as the growing risk of famine threatens to add to a death toll that has already passed 30,000 or 31,000. After some confusion last month, when hard-right Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir said that he wanted restriction on worshippers at Al-Aqsa. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the number admitted would be similar to last year. This is our mosque and we must take care of it, said Azam Al-Khatib, Director General of the Jerusalem Waqf, the religious foundation that oversees the Al-Aqsa. We must protect the presence of Muslims at this mosque. We should be able to enter in big numbers peacefully and safely. Depending on lunar observation, Ramadan will begin on Monday or Tuesday of this week. But in contrast to previous year, the usual decoration around the old city have been put up, and there was a similar somber tune in town across the occupied West Bank, where around 400 Palestinians have been killed in clashes with security forces or Jewish settlers since the start of the war. We decided this year that the old city of Jerusalem won't be decorated out of respect for the blood of our children and the elders and the martyrs, said Amar Sidir, a community leader in the old city. Biden to send top-level executives for Philippine Trade and Investment Mission. A group of top-level American executives formed by US President Joe Biden will be sent to the Philippines next week to boost trade and investment ties between the allied nations. The White House said that Gina Raimondo, Secretary of the State's Department of Commerce, will lead the delegation, which will be in Manila from March 11 to 12, 2024. The high-level U.S. Presidential Trade Mission was a commitment of Biden during the official visit of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to the U.S. The U.S. delegation will explore opportunities on the trade and investment in the Philippines in a bid to deepen further American firms' commercial ties with the local economy, especially on an energy, critical minerals, and food security. The Philippine Economic Zone Authority, or PEZA, had earlier expressed optimism on the upcoming trade mission from the U.S. as this could increase U.S. companies' investment portfolio in the country economic zone. American firm investment portfolio in economic zone currently stands at $404.37 billion. Meanwhile, export derived from U.S. investment resulted in around $9.53 billion for the Philippines. The latest recorded trade of goods and services between the Philippines and the U.S. stands at $36.1 billion, with Philippine export reaches $23.3 billion in 2022. According to PEZA, the U.S. is the second largest foreign investor in the economic zone, accounting for 14.16% of the registered business enterprise, which include Texas Instrument, Collins Aerospace, Analog Devices, Concentrix, MOOG, Teradyne, JP Morgan, Chase Bank, among others. There are currently 355 U.S. located companies in the PEZA economic zone, generating employment for 365,257 Filipinos. For entertainment news, K-pop star Sandara Park and Apple the App have joined forces together for a brand new single titled Too Proud. On Friday, Black Eyed Peas member dropped the music video on their collab song that opened with Apple's mellow rap verse. The music video featured a 50 seconds vibe aesthetic with an easy feel of delicate palette, which was complemented with Apple the App's rap verses or verse and Sandara Park's vocals. In press release, Apple said that he and Sandara made the song during the pandemic. Sandara was amazing on this track. We had made it during the pandemic, but she was a star through everything. The song is a bit of a departure from a lot of what you'd expect from a Black Eyed Peas member, but I listen to a lot of different kinds of music. I hope you enjoy it too, he said. Meanwhile, the former 2NE1 member said that working with Apple was filled with excitement and joy as she was a big fan of his music. A huge fan of his music, working on this project was filled with excitement and joy, even though we had to do everything off separately due to the pandemic. We finally made it, and the song came out super great, she said. As of this writing, the music video has garnered over 120,000 views on YouTube. Sandara and Apple first met when 2NE1 collaboration with Apple the App's band members Will I Am. Apple, whose real name is Alan Pineda Lindo, was among the founding members of the Black Eyed Peas and was known for their hit songs Where Is the Love and Bobot. Meanwhile, Sandara debuted with 2NE1 in 2009. They went on the hiatus in 2015 and officially disbanded in 2016. Hollywood heads to the Oscars with Oppenheimer, the age-on favorite Los Angeles Hollywood literati, gathered on Monday morning Philippines time, to celebrate the best performance in film at the annual Academy Awards, a ceremony expected to turn into a close of blockbuster atomic bomb drama Oppenheimer. Talk show host Jimmy Kimmel returns for the fourth time to MC the film industry, highest honor from the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. The live broadcast on ABC starts at 4 p.m. PDT, 2300 GMT, an hour earlier than usual. Oppenheimer, the 3-hour drama directed by Christopher Nolan, leads the field with 13 nominations. The movie is the frontrunner to win the prestigious Best Picture prize, capping it wet and of other major awards in this year. If the Best Picture isn't Oppenheimer, I will be one of the biggest upset, if not the biggest upset, in the history of the Oscar, said Scott Feinberg, executive editor for awards at The Hollywood Reporter. After 2023 was marred by actors and writers' strikes, the Oscar gives Hollywood a chance to celebrate two global hits, Oppenheimer and feminist doll adventure, or Barbie. Another Best Picture nominee brought in a combined $24 billion in a summer box office battle dubbed Barbenheimer. Oscar producers said they have planned announced cameos and other surprises to the entertained audience at home. My biggest hope is that they go through the range of emotion with us, that they feel happiness and joy, that we maybe make them shed a tear, executive producer Raj Kapoor said, and then they somehow feel connected and inspired to also live their dreams. Supporting actress nominee Ryan Gosling will sing the 80s style rock anthem, I'm Just Kin, from Barbie. Members of the Osage Nation will perform the nominated Wajami Wash Shashi, a song of my people, from Killer of the Flower Moon. For the sports news, Barangay Hinebra displayed balance offense to add to Phoenix Super LPG's Who's 102-109 or 102-92 in the PBA Philippine Cup on Sunday at the Smart Arena Coliseum. Tony Malonzo picked up where he felt off, erupting for a double-double of 17 points and 10 rebounds alongside 2 assists and 1 block to follow up his career game 32 points. Outburst last game and helped the GM Kings improve to 2-0. The Phoenix Master meanwhile fell to a 0-2 hole. Malonzo received ample help from the rest of the crew with Stanley Pringle burying the title to finish with 13 points off the bench, while Lance Pinto, Ralph Ko, and Christian Stanhandinger chip in 12 markers apiece. A Pringle jumper halfway through the payoff period allowed Ginebra to turn 47-43. Halftime Fusion its biggest lead at 19, 64-83. The Pinoy Masters, who are trying to prove their semifinals appearance last conference, was no fluke. The stage a mini rally with Javi Mocon and JJ Alejandro, pulling them to within 11, 88-89 with 2 minutes left on the rock. However, the Pinoy Master runs out of gas in the home stretch as Ginebra picked up its second win as many games. Jason Perkins led Phoenix with a team-high 14 points, while Mocon chipped in with 13 markers. Yuki Togashi stars a Shiba Jets skate shoal SK to win EASL. Yuki Togashi stood at the tallest to stare Japanese club Chiba Jets to a 72-69 escape act against South Korea Seoul SK Knights and win the 2024 East Asian Super League EASL on Sunday at the Hoops Dome in Cebu. The 5'6" veteran guard dropped 22 points, including the game-sealing free throws, alongside 7 assists and on steal to cap off a dominant EASL run by the Jets, who didn't drop a single game in that tournament. With the win, Chiba will take home the $1 million prize money. American enforcement John Money produced an impressive double-double out of the 16 marker and 16 rebounds, together with 6 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block, while Ira Brown chipped in 12 markers. Togashi, a one-time Japan B-League MVP, made a huge fighter before Xavier Hooks completed a floater to give Chiba a 65-22 fusions. Money then split his previous for a 4 points advantage in the final one, 18 of the fourth quarter, 70-66. Yoongjun and though converted a quick 3-pointer of the timeout to trim their deficit to just 69-70, but he was called for a second violation in the crucial moment of the game. Togashi was steady on the line, sinking two free throws after drawing a foul from Williuk Choi to seal the deal. Meanwhile, Iran's Abundo Les Anyang-jong Kwanjang salvaged a podium finish after eking out a 78-76 victory against China Taipei's King in the battle for third. Without the Filipino imports, John Parks led the charge for the Red Boosters with 29 points and 8 rebounds, while Robert Carter chipped in 18 markers and 15 rebounds. For the international feature, a Filipina import specialist in frog, preserves Asian history by design. After over a century of Oriental Institute of the Czech Academy of Sciences in Prague, or the Oriental Institute, has begun a new chapter. It welcomed the first Asian of Filipino descent as its head librarian. Information specialist Dr. Raisa Valenzuela managed a collection in over 140 languages to link the scholar around the world, specializing in how information connects with people and technology. The Filipino International Librarian leads the institution initiatives to ensure that the archives and indispensable resources are accessible to a broader audience. For International Women's Month, GMA News Online featured a photo essay about Dr. Valenzuela as she redefines the role of a librarian in the digital age. Dr. Valenzuela challenges librarian stereotypes by leveraging emerging technologies and innovating achieving strategies. Her works leaves an indelible mark, inspiring a fresh perspective on librarianship, promoting inclusivity and igniting interest in careers aligning with the evolving landscape of information science. Local feature: three brothers contract muscular disease after their father destroyed mound inside their Kidapawan home. In the Philippine methodology, there are dwarfs-like creatures that are believed to inhabit ant hills or termite mounds, commonly known as Milo sa Punso. It is said that these creatures have the power to curse people whenever their homes are disturbed. In Kidapawan, North Cotabato, a family believes that these creatures took shelter in their kitchen, where a mound has started growing. I used to shovel and throw a mound away, but 3 months after Gary destroyed the mound, their three sons, Ganggang, Obo, and Janjan, started experiencing changes in their arms and thighs. Their elbows and knees seems to have folded, their hands and feet started bending, and their backs curves to a shape similar to the mound their father destroyed. They would often lose their balance. As time went by, they had a hard time standing and eventually couldn't walk anymore. They would cry out of pain. They would tell us that their feet hurt too much. The couple suspected that they had angered the creatures that live in the mound, leading to their children's health issues. Gary said he regrets what he did. It was me who destroyed the mound, so I should be the one suffering, not my children. In fear and being followed by the said creatures, the family moved to a new home located at foot of the Mount Apo in Santa Cruz, Davao del Sur. However, the family claimed that they were still followed. I was cooking at the time when the three of them screamed. But the tooth of my child cracked as if someone had slapped him. I also saw the 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 dwarfs. There were three of them and all female. The family is still trying their best to continue with their lives. The boy had a specific showering schedule of depend on pillows so they won't fall whenever they're sitting down. They can no longer go to school because it is far from their home. Despite this, however, they continue on dreaming. When I grow up, I want to become a bus driver so I can go to different places before I go to sleep. I will always pray that I'll be able to walk soon and for our sufferings to end. Gandang ubo ang Jan diagnosis. The parents said that they always wanted to have the kids checked by a specialist, but Gary doesn't earn enough from his jobs or his side jobs. They sought him from a folk healer who said that the creature in the mount took revenge of them.
Hapon sa tanan aniya katakaron sa Arroyo Compound sa Matina Crossing, no, pasulod ni siya kung gikan ka sa tulay mga 200 meters, no, una ka makabot dinhi. Dinhi sa kong gibarugan karon na tayo nakita nga lamian kaayo nga mga gitawag nila street foods dinhi sa sulod. Bata man ang nagbantay kay wala ang mama. Ato pangutanahon pipila ka mga impormasyon may tungod sa ilang tinda. Sa pangalan gyud nimo gang?
Ayalin. Bagyo.
O siya si Ayalin Bagyo. Nag-eskwela ka pa?
Apo.
Asa ka nag-eskwela?
Don Manuel.
Sa Don Manuel. Unsa ni grado nimo?
Grade 5.
Grade 5. So sa iyang grado nga grade 5, no, nagatabang siya siyang ginikanan para nga mahalin ni ilang mga tinda. Nya karon ato siyang pangutanahon unsay mga pangalan ani ilang gipang tinda. Unsay pangalan ani gang? Pinaypay. Kamote kani. O kani cheese stick. Okay, cheese stick. Lamian ni mga pagkaon, no. Mo ni siya mga regular nga mga kasagaran nga mga gina-display sa mga street food nga ani dinhi sa Arroyo unya. Pero sa kaadlaw pila pod ka kuan ang mahurot ninyo?
Mga kuan lang
500 pesos tanan. So kung mahalin ni siya tanan maabot og 500 pesos? 800. Oh, 800 pesos more or less. Unya kuan na siya sa kapital, siguro kita na mga halos siguro katunga maayo pod nga panginabuhi. Mo ni siya ang mga mo ni siya ang routine, no, dinhi sa kuan. Isa lang pod ni siya sa mga nag-display dinhi kay hapon naman karon ang uban pod dito sa unahan. Wala pa ta ka display ang uban dito kay udto pa man ron. Na ay naga-display dito mga isda, no, mga kuan. Pero kini mga higala ato ni silang unsa ni ato ning natilawan ang ilang tinda. Lami pod, no, nya barato lang. Pilay presyo ani gang?
10.
10 pesos nya kini. Mo gihapon nya kani siya 5 ang isa kadto.
Tag 5 duha.
5 ang duha. So kada adlaw gid mo nagatinda dinhi. Kada adlaw gid mo nagtinda. Nya mag-ulan para sa ni karon mag-ulan. Maghipos mo.
Pasilong yung tari.
Okay. So siguro diri ginakuha imong baon, no? Ni pila pa na imong ginabaon kada adlaw?
50.
So dako pod. Ako gani sa una 2 pesos na akong baon. Sa una pa to. Sa gamay pa ko. Pero karon kay 50 pesos dili na siya. Dako na nga baon kay lakawon lang man ang eskwelahan, no. So unsa may gusto nimong isulti sa mga nagtan-aw? Invite sila nga mamalit sa inyong tinda, be?
No,
Tingnan sila nga palit mo sa among tinda.
palit o sa mutin.
Asa dapit inyong tindahan? Asa mo dapit ang tinda?
Ito sa Manggahay.
Diri sa?
Dari sa Arroyo.
Diri sa Arroyo. Sumukad to sa ano, no? So mga igala, ang kita manggod nga mga Pilipino doon na tayo mga kinaiyabang nga mo survive kita sa mga despite sa kawadon sa kinabuhi doon na gid tayo mga instinct nga mo survive. Kabalo ta magtinda-tinda, mga ginagmay, basta kawalan tayo gitamakan. So hinaot ko nga katong mga taga compound, Arroyo compound diri sa Matina Crossing, naamay tay tinda-tinda din sama sa mga among pamatasan no sa kuan nga kung magtinda ganita dili na to utangan kundi atong suportahan kung mutinda kung maninda ganita ang atong mga amigo adto na to mukaon ta mamalita dili kay utangon nato. So ingana ang pagsuporta no kay kita mga Pilipino na amang gitawag og survival instinct. Unya karong hapon na salamat kay mo ning atong feature sa street food dinhi sa Arroyo compound dinhi sa Matina Crossing. Daghang kayong salamat gang ha sa imong time nga gihatag og mo kini ang programa sa Pinoy Rab news channel dinhi sa Davao City. Daghang salamat, maayong hapon.
For the trivia, the Davao River is the third largest river by drainage basin on the southern Philippines in the island of Mindanao. It drains an area of over 1,700 square kilometers, 660 square miles, with a total length of 170 kilometers. Most of the areas is upland. Average flows within the river nearby the mouth are estimated of 70 to 80 cubic meters per second. The climate type is relatively uniform throughout the year, with evenly distributed rainfall and temperatures and humidity. The area rarely experiences typhoon. The landform and land cover within the basin is highly diverse, ranging from lowland urban, agricultural, wetland and mangroves, to natural riparians, plantations, upland agriculture, and mountainous forests, including the primary forest. The area is classified by DNR as 77.5% forest land and 20.5% renewable and disposable land. This is not a true land use classification. Defined land use is not available. Information is available for several sources, including the comprehensive land use plan of the city. However, this data is as yet theoretical and does not represent the realities or suitability of land at the barangay level. However, the city planning office is collecting and digitizing the data for the land use maps. River charges measurement taken from 1984 to 1990 indicated an average river flows and approximately 78 cubic meter per second for the period. The main drinking water source for Davao City are the neighboring Talomo watershed. These sources are under pressure and the Davao River Basin is likely to be required for water abstraction in the near future. The Environmental Management Bureau samples 8 sites from the confluence of the Tamugan River downstream to the mouth of the river. From the Tamugan River confluence with the Davao River downstream to BDF subdivision. Mandog, the water is classified as Class A, public water supplies Class 2. Downstream of this point to the sea is classified as Class B or recreational water Class 1. Analysis for dissolved oxygen over the past 4 years has indicated no significant change in quality. The current monitoring of water quality is insufficient to monitor and evaluate population level and trends in the river. That's our news for today. This is Gilbert Katso, your anchor. Good morning.